Hi everyone, I'm down at the beach again today. It's a blue sky, as you can see up there, not a lot of cloud. I'm going to go and do some detecting on the very wet sand. I'll be in beach mode 2 on the Equinox 800. So let's go, let's see what's in the sand. Right, we've got a 13 here, so let's dig it, 13, 14. See how we go. The tide's been moving around a lot, so we've certainly got some gravel here. It's easy to dig in though, which is nice. The tide's also going out at the moment, so plenty of beach. Oh, I think we've got a target. Go down and dig it and show you what it is. Well, that target wasn't much, just a little bit of silver foil. Let's get on to the next one. Well, the beach is just out there, the ocean, and the water's very lovely and blue. Nice day, sun shining. Let's keep going. Bit jumpy, but let's dig it. Well, here we go. Our target was this sort of a steel spike. So glad we got that out the ground, because I wouldn't want anyone to step on that one day. Excellent. Let's move on to the next one. So far I've had a lot of odd sounding targets, so today I've really come out for a couple of reasons. The first reason is that I was once given some very good advice by a friend who said, get to know your beaches. Oopsie daisy. Get to know your beaches, because you get familiar with how the sand moves, and when sand moves around a lot of things get unearthed and a lot of things move around. The second reason, going back to the first reason, well, I'm here because I want to get to know this beach very, very well. It's a beach that people holiday in, but it's also a beach that has a lot of history. There's a shipwreck out there called the Rapid, and the name of the ship was the Rapid. And the area used to also have a silver mine and some other things like that. So there was a lot of activity back in the old days. There was a big long jetty where very large ships used to moor, even American ships. So you never know the sorts of relics and things you might find in this sand. Also, back in the 1970s, a lot of families used to holiday here. So there was a lot of caravans and a lot of 1960s and 1970s paraphernalia, old teaspoons and old coins. The second reason I've come out here for is to learn how to really listen to my targets, to really listen to the sound of this Equinox 800. And today is a good day for it. Number one, there's no crashing waves to interfere with the sound in the headset too much, because sometimes the sound of the ocean is so loud, it's very difficult to hear all the fine targets. And number two, there's no people around to interrupt me. As much as I love having a chat about it and sharing the interest of this wonderful hobby, sometimes when I'm trying to learn some new skills with my machine, it's always good to not have much interference from both the sound of nature and the sound of people chit-chatting around the place, or cars or traffic and things like that. So today I'm just basically going up and down the beach. There's quite a steep gradient from the dry sand along the wet sand down to the shoreline, because we have had those sorts of tides that have moved that quantity of sand. So they're the main two reasons, like I said. One, because of the historic aspect of the beach, and there's just the sheer vastness and the space that's available to me It goes literally for miles, and you get it all to yourself. So while everybody's busy on a Saturday morning in a cafe, having their coffee and catching up with their friends, I tend to prefer doing this sort of thing and coming out here and having a swing. And I want a target here, it's a 12. So I'm going to go all the way around the target, make sure I really listen. So as much as I love watching the numbers, and they're jumping from 11 and 12, 13 even, I'm also really listening and getting familiar with that tone in my head. I'm one of those people that likes to learn something and really embrace it. So here we go, let's dig this one up. Getting better and better at this every day, getting stronger. It's kind of like a weights workout when it's wet sand. Nope, it's still in there somewhere. Keep digging. Well, for a while there I lost my target, so I've managed to separate it to this little pile here. So I have no idea how I lost it, but found it again. Let's just check it again. No, I think that's a scoop being too close is triggering that sound. Getting a clear 10, 11. Let's have a look, get the pinpointer out and see how that goes. I'm still using the Vine Lab 15 pinpointer. It's the only one I got. But I'm keen to get another one. Just waiting to be sponsored. Oh, that's not going to happen. Oh, let's see. Well, I wasn't wrong. Not a bottle top as such, but it is a bottle top, like a ring pull type. So there you go, one bit of rubbish off the beach, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. Treasure in itself when you keep your beach clean. There you go, folks, let's get on to the next one. Here's one at a 10, solid 9 and 10. Let's go down and see what it is. Probably a little piece of foil or something, but we'll have a look. Oh, no, I can see it. It's a little lure, little fish lure. Oh, that's probably better off in the bin than in the sand. So there you go. That was a nice repeating target of 9 and 10. So I'm happy with that. Gee, there you go. Rightio, I've been in all metal mode most of the way. So now I'm going to get out of the all metal mode and switch my little horseshoe off. Let's have a look, see how we go. Rightio, well, nice little target here, so maybe it's another fishing tackle box item, or see how we go. Let's go down and have a look. There you go, it's a nail, so that's probably one of those good things to get rid of from the beach. Started to rain a little bit, but on my way back to the car got this solid target at 7-8, so very close to the surface. So let's hope it's a coin. I haven't had a coin yet. There we go, just spread it out a bit. Wet sand's quite heavy sometimes. Let's have a look. Right, it's in the scoop, saves me bending down. Shake some of the stuff out. Let's see. Nothing in there that looks like a coin. No, maybe it's just a little piece of foil. whatever it is, it's gone. Yeah. Oh, no, I've ditched it back in its own pile. Oh, maybe I didn't even dig it up the first time. Right, probably had 2 targets there, a little piece of foil. And there's another target going off at 7. Usually when I found a 7 or an 8 here, it's always been a little 5-cent piece. Often, not always. She's out. Might put the pinpointer on this one and get it out. Instead of spreading it too far, sometimes I spread it out and I spread it out too far. Let's have a look. It's in here now. It's a little piece of rubbish. Today's a rubbish of a day, isn't it? But oh well. It's good practice. Good practice for listening to all those tones. So I'm just treating it as that. Let's go on to the next one. And I didn't want to disappoint you with the infamous ring pull. So got one for you for the ring pull necklace. Well, I've left the beach for the moment. Just wanted to do a little drive around this cute little township. So this is a rainwater tank and it's a mural of some butterflies done by the local community. That's a plastic tank. The other one was concrete. So let's have a look. There's some really old trees here. So one of these days when I've got a bit of time, I will come out and do a bit of a metal detect around the bottom of some of these trees. So let's have a look at some really old historic homes around here. Like I said before, this is a holiday homes mainly area, so a lot of these homes are made out of stone and brick. They're not flimsy, that's for sure. We'll turn down this street. It's a no through road, so we'll just have a bit of a look. Aren't they amazing? They have got some beautiful looking history. Oops, I'll turn you around that way so you can see the houses a bit better. They are absolutely glorious. So imagine all the people that would have lived in these homes once upon a time and had work here when it was a thriving community. It would have been quite a nice place to live. Plenty of fish in the ocean to go fishing. And a lovely home to live in, a nice solid home. Not like the flimsy ones they build these days, but anyway, that's another story. Yeah, let's do a bit of a turn. There's some people there mowing their yard, doing a tidy up, getting ready for the spring. I'm sure that it's a very busy area in the springtime when the weather warms up, and definitely a nice populated, happy area in the summer. All the people come and stay in their holiday homes and all the tourists come and visit. And there is a campground here, which is a lovely campground with a playground. So very nice. I'll take you in a few more streets. This just gives you a bit of an idea of what it's like South Australia on the Fleurieu Peninsula. I'm certainly having a nice day. I've got lots of chores to do at home, but they can wait. I keep saying that every day. I think I've been out every day this week, but I have had a wonderful week. That's the cricket oval in front of me, where they play some sports and things. The old local school bus. And there is a school here, a very small school, and a very cute little school. And I think the kids that go here would be pretty lucky to have this amazing environment all to themselves. So it looks like a lovely little school. Not a very big area, but they certainly get to use all this open space and breathe in lots of fresh air instead of going to school in the city. So there you go. It's a school entrance. This school's been here for many, many years. So it's got a bit of history. I'd love to detect in there, but you'd have to get permission from the school board, the principal of the school or education department. One day. There's just so many wonderful places to visit. So straight down this road, this is the road that we came in on, is the pine trees, and then beyond them is the park where people can campground, and the ocean. So not a bad place to visit. And honestly, if you didn't like the sand between your toes, there's certainly plenty of green grass to sit on and picnic. Then you don't have to get sand in your car if that's the sort of thing you don't like doing. But I certainly love it, and the sand doesn't bother me. Rightio, let's go to the next destination and we'll practice a little bit of metal detecting on more forest ground and listen to some of the tones there so I can learn how to differentiate them a lot better. So the next beach I'm going to is not very far away, but today's the day for learning, so I'm not chasing any targets. If they come my way, that's a bonus. If they're coins, I'll be happy. If they're not, it's okay. I've just got to stop here to give somebody right of way, but they're turning, and let's go. To all my subscribers overseas especially, I hope this gives you a little bit of an insight into South Australia and what little country areas look like. They're very neat and a lot of nice people, a lot of history, and it's wonderful coming out and having a look around. A lot of old buildings there to my left, that big tin shed, some sort of a workshop no doubt, many years ago, I'm not too sure. And then we've got the open road. We've got some stone cottages out there and stone sheds for animals and barn-like structures, things that used to be part of old history and old homes. So they are still standing, not quite ruins, but certainly getting there. I wish that they could all be fixed and resurrected and reused, but that costs a lot of money, and not a lot of farmers have that sort of money to spend on those structures. But anyway, they're still standing, so it just goes to show how well they were built in the first place. Rightio, I'll drive on and up this big hill, and we'll see each other in a moment when we get to the next location. Back again. Right, we've just driven through the country roads and I've brought you to this beach now. Now this is a bit of a rocky beach. A lot of people come here and just walk amongst the rocks and just see what they can find. Usually little starfish and things like that. Little creatures to look at and photograph. A bit of seaweed on this beach. Now this beach, I often get a lot of iron sounds and things like that, so I've come here just so I can practice to learn to differentiate between some of those sounds and some of the good sounds that I need. Now a long time ago, history once again, there was a lot of shacks kind of all the way along there, and they've been demolished once their crown lease was up, so who knows what one could find here. So let's go and have a bit of a hunt. Right, let's start swinging and see what we've got. Now I know that this beach is very trashy. There's a lot of Got a 29. Wonder what that could be. Oh, it's jumpy. Let's dig it. Probably a piece of rubbish, but let's go ahead and dig it. I've had a lot of bottle tops on this beach before, and a lot of bits of iron, and a lot of ring pulls and all sorts of things like that. Right, we've got a first target here. What do we got? I think it's a, let's have a look. 50-cent piece by the shape of it. Yeah, 50-cent piece. Oops, sorry. Didn't have it in front of the camera. 50-cent piece. There you go. Very nice. Happy with that. Well, it's a 1982 Australian Commonwealth Games 50-cent piece. There we go. So I was driving along and then I spotted these emus. So I thought I'd come over and film them crossing the road. Wow, pretty majestic. Hello, birdie. They're very large birds. They're full of personality, that's for sure. And they have really sharp feet, nails. Wonder if they'll eat some apple. There's an electric fence here, so I don't want to get too close. Let's just throw some apple down on the ground. Yes, of course they'll eat apple. They love apple. How fortunate it is to see these gorgeous birds. Their plumage looks lovely. Hello, there's the other one. Wonder if, do you want some? There's some apple for you too. You're both lovely. There's cows over there. Yeah, nice paddock to live in, isn't it? No, they weren't too interested in the apple. Oh, that one ate the apple. The other one obviously didn't want the apple. This one's going to perhaps come over and get that bit of apple. No. Hello. Be careful that it doesn't swipe my camera. There you go. It's another piece. No, not interested. Okay, well, I better eat my apple. Yum, it's crunchy. Hello. Oh, they're very friendly, aren't they? Hi. Probably looking at me going, what have you got other than apple? Nothing really. Magnificent. Hello, you. I wonder if they're a pair. As in male and female. Oh, they make some sort of noise. Kind of sounds like Okay, bye. Oh, don't touch the electric fence. I must be electrocuted because they seem to know. Don't touch it, don't touch it. Oh, they're eating the bugs that are hovering in and around the post. Lovely to meet you. Bye for now, birds.